Hi guys, thank you for joining and welcome to my first YouTube video, a proper one. I used to do YouTube back then, YouTube videos back then, but they were not as professional as today. It's not yet there, but yeah, the Bible says do not despise small beginnings, do not despise humble beginnings. So let's go, and hopefully in the future we're going to improve. So first things first, my name is Moira. Some people call me Momo, some people call me Mo, some people know me as Mo's Kitchen throughout our social media handles. So yeah, just to kickstart these videos, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll keep on bringing them. I am a very busy mom, so sometimes I don't get the time, but I'll try to be consistent with posting on my YouTube. Yeah. So yes, just a little bit of introduction. My name is Moira. I live in the UK. I'm a mom of three. I'm an entrepreneur. I'll tell you more about my business as we go. And I'm a corporate professional. I work full time. And yeah, I'm a wife. I love God. I'm also a church trustee. I wear so many hats. Yeah, but I'll go deeper into those as we go with our YouTube, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. So to kickstart these videos, I went on my social media platforms and I asked you guys to send me any questions that you may want me to answer on our first video. So today I've got so many questions, and thank you so much to everyone who posted videos, questions, who posted questions on my social media platforms. I've got 5 today, which I wrote on this little piece of paper. I've got 5 today that I will try to answer, and answer the other ones on the next video, because I just thought today I'll come and I'll do a little bit of introduction, and I'll test this how I am on the camera. Because I'm used to do quick reels and stuff, yeah, but I haven't, this is my first time really sitting down and talking to you guys. Yeah, so a little bit of a background. I was born in Zimbabwe, and very fast forward, I came to the UK in 2010. So that means today, in 2026, 16 years I've been in the UK. So I'll tell you about my journey. As I said, I'll do different videos about telling you of my journey, but today I want to concentrate on answering these few questions. So yeah, so the first one, I think this one will be appropriate for me to answer this one first. Who or what inspired you to start cooking seriously? So I've always loved cooking ever since I was young. I remember I used to watch cooking videos. I'm a documentary girl. I don't watch movies. I'm boring. That's one fact about me. I don't like movies. If I watch a movie, I'll sleep halfway. Then towards the end, I'll wake up, then ask people, what happened? Yeah, so that's me. I'm a documentary kind of girl, documentary and cooking show, that kind of boring thing. Yeah. So yeah, back to our question. I used to watch a lot of videos growing up, cooking videos. I remember I used to watch Iron Chef America. I used to watch Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver. I used to watch the Rick Stein shows, and Ina Garten shows. I used to watch them. So I used to admire, how they cook with all these different ingredients. But back in Zimbabwe, I came from very humble beginnings. I didn't have access to those ingredients, so I wished I could cook those kind of meals with all those kind of spices and herbs, But I kept that in my mind. I said, God, one day, if I can afford, when I can afford, I want to use all these ingredients. So yeah. So then I had my aunt who was a great cook. My mom used to cook a lot for us. We didn't have much, but my mom made sure every Sunday we would have a nice meal. We would have a nice breakfast before we go to church. Then after church, we'll come back and cook as a family. This one will be peeling potatoes. This one is cutting butternut. There's rice there. There's chicken. There's beef. So my mom made sure every Sunday there is something nice, to come back home. So we put a little noodles. In Zimbabwe we have these Sunday dishes with 4 carbs, potatoes, we have rice, we've got butternut, we've got pasta in the same plate. So yeah, I remember that from my when I was young. So yeah, that's where I grew my passion for cooking from. Yeah, just a bit of a background. Then when I came to the UK, behold, I went to Asda for the first time, and behold, there were spices everywhere. There were those herbs. They were readily available and they were affordable. So I bought a lot. Then brought them home. And that time I just had my daughter, because when I came to the UK, I was pregnant then. I started experimenting when I was pregnant, because I was not working, so I was just a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't a mom yet, but yeah. So I started experimenting and cooking for my husband. So that's when the passion really started coming out. And yeah, then I fast forward, I did my Facebook. I opened my Facebook, but I kept it private for a very long time, I think for 8 months. Then my friend Maggie encouraged me, shout out Maggie, she encouraged me to to make it public. And behold, I started gaining followers. And yeah, that's where I started. And here we are, still cooking. I went into business and I cook for people. I now make cakes. I'll tell you about my cake, how I started baking cakes. Yeah, what drove me to start doing that. So that's just a snapshot. I don't want to make it long. Next question. What are your to-go meals for busy weeks? So I always make sure, mostly on weekends, I make sadza. I freeze sadza in cling. Oh, doctors. Okay, I did a video one time when I was wrapping sadza in cling, and yeah, I know plastic and cancer and stuff, the health hazards. I know, because I cling wrap my sadza, and I always stock some sadza. But now I took people's advice. I'm now unwrapping my sadza before I heat it. Yeah, I get it, people. So I always make sure I have sadza in the fridge and beans. When on those busy days and I can't cook and I don't want to go and buy takeaway, I just take my sadza and beans and maybe fry cabbage or vegetables. And yeah, that will be our dinner, although my kids don't like it. And I can't personally, I can't eat too much beans because I have heartburn issues. And also I most of the times I have leftover, I keep leftover rice, so that on those busy days I just come up and just do maybe a chicken fried rice very quickly, because the rice is there and chicken breast is easy to cook. But before I leave for work, I always make sure I think of what we're going to have for dinner. Then I take the meat out of the freezer if we are using any meat. So yeah. And also pasta. My children love pasta, so every week I need to make sure there is pasta on the menu. It's so easy to make, with or without pasta. They don't with or without means, they don't mind at all. So yeah, that's another meal for a busy week, because I don't like buying takeaway too much. At least once a week we buy, not at least, because at least is more than one time. And okay, next question. How do you balance motherhood, work, life, and content creation? Wow, this is hard. Sometimes I don't even know how I manage to do that. But I think planning is very important. So in terms of content creation, okay, first thing first, I prioritize motherhood. Yeah, because that's my duty as a mother, to look after these kids that God gave me. Then work. I go to work, come back, and content creation is an extra. But with content creation, because it takes quite a long bit of time, I always plan rather, to say, on this day I'm gonna make this recipe, I'm gonna shoot this. So sometimes after work I come back while we're doing homework and like cooking. I'm like, okay, let me shoot this video and then I'll share. Then maybe after dinner I'll give myself about 30 minutes just to edit the video. Then I schedule it on my platform, so that in the morning, because it's very important to time your videos if you're doing social content creation. I make sure by 7 I post on YouTube, by this time I post on Instagram, and you know, I have I set time to respond to comments, and I've got 2 admins that help me to, if our video is going viral and there's so many comments, there are 2 people who help me, my sister Mimi and my friend Maggie. Yeah, they do help me if they have a chance to respond. So I think, yeah, to balance things, you know, with content creation, I think if you can find, you know, people who can help you in the background, it is great. And also planning and scheduling your videos, it's also very helpful. If I'm too busy and I can't cook, you find on my videos that I use past videos. I also keep videos. I don't delete my past videos, although it takes so much storage on my device. So what I do on those busy days, I just try to be creative and use those videos to join those videos to create another video. So that's how I manage it. But yeah, it can be time consuming and very difficult. Okay, have you ever had a cooking disaster? What happened? Oh yeah, this one it's gonna make you laugh. So back then when I was in Zimbabwe, because I told you I loved cooking. That time I wasn't cooking, I was baking actually. So the recipe, you know, with baking you have to do things properly. You can't add or subtract a little bit, then your recipe will be a disaster. So this time I was baking some scones, and in place of flour I put sugar, and vice versa. Yeah, so yeah, everything went well. Put my scones in my tray in the oven, and my scones are bubbling. I'm like, what's happening? Guess what? The sugar, there was too much sugar. So me, I'm very short-tempered. The typical me would just take the tray and trash it in the bin. But my sister said, no, I'll finish them off. I'll finish them off. So my sister took them, and you know, in Zimbabwe you don't throw away anything. People enjoyed it, yeah, with a double dose of sugar, of course. Yeah, so that was my cooking, one of my cooking disasters. I have a lot, which I will share as we go. Yeah. Okay. This one is similar to the first one. Who or what first inspired you to start cooking? Oh, seriously. Yeah, it's similar like the first one. Okay, I think I'll leave that one because it's similar to the first one. So I know that you run a small business cooking business. So my question is, when did you realize cooking was more than just a hobby for you? I think some of these things, I didn't think about it. When I started cooking, I wasn't thinking of, oh, I want to do a cooking business. I think things just happen as they, you know, as life happens. Yeah, because I used to just cook, and people were like, oh, I would love to taste your food, would love to do this, your food. Can I taste your food? Can I come to your house? You know, my visitors will come and they'll enjoy my food. So then I just thought, you know, one day this lady was doing my hair then. She said, oh, you can start a business. You know, look at this person. They are cooking at home and people are coming to get food, and, you know, doing deliveries and stuff. You know, why don't you do that? So I started doing that, and I get a few orders here and there. I don't do it at a large scale because I'm still working, but I'm working on something this year. Just wait for it. I don't want to spoil it, but something is coming. Mo's Kitchen is growing bigger. Yeah, with time and with resources and with God's strength, I hope we will get there. So that's about it. I'm gonna keep this to about 15 minutes, and yeah, I don't want to do it so long, but thank you so much. Let me know how we did on this first YouTube video. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for watching. Bye.